Madden world, what it be like? Get your boy Fo, and bro, we are back out here on this Madden 20. If you're new to my channel, please like and sub. Alright, man, we put in a ton of effort to make sure we can upload that heat. Y'all already know what it is on my channel for those of y'all that are subbed to me, so y'all know what it is, man. Listen, I am getting a ton of my videos manually reviewed right now, so I can try to fix this situation with all of my videos being demonetized, man. So I've been kind of like in limbo. I know the game just launched. I know y'all looking for content, man, but I'm trying to get that sorted out. I don't want to keep uploading videos that I'm not being paid for. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot of time for me to go out and put things out for y'all, and I want to make sure that if I am doing it, I'm getting the credit for it. But anyway, let's jump into this video, all right? Now, we're going to look at the formation wing stack. All right, the reason why I want to look at this formation is because, bro, you can pretty much do everything from it, man. You have a dive, a slam, a zone, a stretch. You can run very well with this formation, but then also you can bomb everything. I can bomb a cover 4 palms, a cover 4 drop, a cover 3, a cover 2. I can bomb man coverage. I can bomb everything out of this, and I can quick pass everything out of this formation from multiple places on the field. So this can be a really hard formation to stop if you have full control over it. Now, I feel like if you're playing with regular teams, this is perfect because you can create a custom and you can dump all the wing stack plays into one playbook, so you can really be overpowered. But if you play Ultimate Team, I'm gonna release a series of videos just covering like every one, like not every play, but all of the plays that I would like to use, and you can just take the ones that you like the most, and then you can find a playbook that works for you. One of the playbooks that jumps out to me is Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have a really good playbook for wing stack. Now, anyway, we're gonna take a look at the play double corner. All right, and the reason why I want to look at this play first is because over the last 2 videos that I dropped, it has a couple of similar concepts, so I want to get this play out of the way because I don't want to keep coming back to that concept. So then once we start releasing some of the other videos and other content within this formation, we'll come with some new concepts as well. Now, I have 3 different variations that I like to run, all right? One of the variations, which is the most common, being I like the streak, the square receiver, and then I'll flat the X receiver. All right, and when I'm doing that, this one I find is just gonna be really good to go against, you know, like a cover 4 drop, a cover 3, even cover 2. This one can be really nice. I'll show you what square and circle are gonna do. Is something we've already seen. I think y'all know we don't need like a flat route going outside for us to be able to hit the circle route down the field. And this is against a cover 4 drop, so you can see we'll be able to get big gains against a cover 4 drop. Now, we can still put a cloud flat on the field and have success with that. So we'll do the same exact thing, and you'll see we're still gonna be able to throw right over here, no problem. You know, and even if they have like a zone blitz where they got a seam flat on the field, it'll still work out the same for you. It's not going to be any different. And then you'll see here with a like hard flats out, we want to throw this a little bit earlier than normal. We'll have plenty of room to throw it early anyway. And the reason why you want to do that is because the deep blue is going to drop down a little bit more because the coverage is being played underneath. Now, if we look over to the right side of the field, the reason why I want X on the flat is now this is going to open up a quick passing game for us, okay? And with this quick passing game, we still have X and R1 that we can pass it to. So it's not like R1 is being used as a decoy, right? I'll show you X though against a curl flat. So we'll go ahead and snap the ball, and then we'll just dump it off and we'll run. Now, if he catches it in stride, now even you, bro, y'all know how this game been playing though, man. Like, the tackles being broken in this game this year is absurd. But if he catches it in stride, then it's gonna be really easy. You see how he's turning and shit like that? He's not always gonna turn like that. So it'll make it where you can catch and run. Might be just me throwing the ball too early. There we go. So you see right there, all we doing is quick pass and getting yardage. Now if we throw and a cloud flat out there, we're gonna be able to do the exact same thing, no different. Just catch and throw, and you see that's the animation we're looking for. Just a quick transition for us to catch and be able to rack up the field. Now, if we're looking at R1 is really simple to hit still. R1's gonna kind of take you back to Madden 18, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're gonna go ahead and snap the ball. And look at what we're doing. So in 19, when you held down L2 and you precision pass with the left analog stick down, a lot of times you would just throw the ball in the dirt, because in 18, I guess they felt like people were abusing that. So they kind of made it inconsistent. This year, it's back consistent again. You can throw that pretty much every time. All I'm doing is I'm throwing it right before he breaks. I'm holding L2 and holding down on my left analog. He's going to throw it in a space where only I can get to it. And then I'm going to hit X before it gets there to possession, catch, and fall on the ground. Simple enough. You can see the possession catch being triggered right there. So then I can just throw it in that pocket every time. A curl flat is a little bit tight, but the window can open up even when they're playing cloud flats. You know, a lot of times people still feel like cloud flats are gold. So you'll see right there where we have way more room to just pitch and catch right there. So that's what's going to make that work. If they decide to play hard flats or something like that, seam flats are also going to work. And seam flats are generally only going to ever be played when there is a blitzing player. Now, the other thing that I want to point out is also keep in mind that now we got something deep going to the left side. We also got something going on right here, high-low. You see what we're doing. We're creating that high-low. We're putting this player in a situation where he has to defend both. And then also, if they're playing like vanilla coverages on you, where they're not sending pressure to you and they're only sending their front four, the front three, then you want this running back to come out on this delayed route, because as you can see, the verts are being forced to play outside. So even if this is a user, he's going to try to go take this away because he has to, or he's going to try to go take this away because he has to. And look at what we're leaving wide open in the middle of the field. We can just dump off and move right up the middle of the field. So I really, really like that. Now we have that hard flat out, and we'll just show you that hard flat, then we'll move on. Now hard flat, of course, is just going to take away that flat, but then we don't have to do all of that. And you can see we can potentially get bigger gains because we don't have to just fall on the ground. Now cover 3 is going to behave pretty much the same with that variation. But if we go down to cover 2, it changes a little bit, and then we start to change the variation up. Now, if you look to the left side in the cover 2, we don't have to change anything. This game is just sort of broken in that regard. So you can see how open we are on the sideline. We're just going to be able to throw it down the field against a cover 2. That cloud flat can only play so deep that, you know, the half is going to have to play like how the half has to play. He has to play that streak. And then look at all that space over there. So we just got all that room. You just want to make sure you throw a good accurate pass and you'll be fine. All right. The only thing that I would mention is when you start to look at cover 2, it becomes a little bit more of an issue to make the right side of the field click. Now you can still throw this pass. And you see we turn that into a first down, but you're going to have to do it kind of like that, where you're trying to turn it into a first down. But that's fine anyway. It's still going to be available to you if they don't play hard flats. But if you want, you can actually motion this player over. And if it's something like a base cover 2, where they're not sending pressure in a cover 2, then you can just motion this player over. We'll go ahead and call the cover 2, put it on the field. And we'll leave it exactly like this. Now we still got this bomb to the left side of the field, but we're going to be able to bomb the right side as well. And you can see it right there. It's simple enough. So for whatever reason, like the mid read, even though nobody's in the middle of the field, the mid read is still, for some reason, you can see it right there. And look, the mid read doesn't run. The vert hood doesn't run. They don't run with the player. So you would think, like in Madden pass, like that mid read would actually run with this player. Or this vert hook would man this player up and just start playing him. This year, they don't do that. Now, you still also got this player playing right here in the middle of the field. So keep that in mind as well. You got that check down, and you got this bomb going over the top. So this is a really nice play. Now, if we take it, I got one more variation to show. So, all right. Now, another thing that you can do is you can streak square, you can streak X, and then you can drag R1. When you do that, then motion this player over. And this is going to give you an opportunity to get some big gains against cover 4 coverage and cover 3 coverage as well. So we'll go ahead and snap the ball. And this is against the cover 4. But you can already see right there where this player is just going to be wide open. And this works the same if you're playing like a cover 3. So let me go ahead and do the cover 3. So you see a cover 3 out on the field. And just make sure, if you know you want to do something like that and you want to go for something big like that and you see it in trend where they've been playing cover 3 or cover 4, then just go ahead and call it early so you have enough time to set it up. We got jammed up. So this time what we gonna do, and that's good because we don't necessarily need like the running back, right? So I'll block, well, I'll max protect first so I don't have to eat like a hot route. And then we'll motion this player over. So always, if you want to block the running back, just max protect before you hot route your tight ends. That way it doesn't count. And you can see right there, same exact thing. Now it may seem like it is like a long game, and what if they manually like take that away and all of that? But truth is that's the reason why we're dragging the tight end. That's the reason why, if we can, we'll keep that running back coming out, because that'll leave us in a space where we'll still be able to dump it off to something short. So then this play can't really be manually covered. Because like, especially if they're playing like a cover 4 drop and they're playing in vanilla, because one, you see where I can hit this tight end early. So I can hit that tight end early. Then I can hit this player early if I want to. Then this is on a whole nother level. So they either got to be playing way low or they got to be playing way high. So that's the reason why we really like that play or that variation as well. If they go to something like man coverage, what I like about this particular play is, or formation rather, is if they like audible into a man coverage or call man coverage, most times the cornerback will go over to the wide receivers, right? So that'll still leave your tight end matched up against a linebacker on the field. And because of the personnel you have on the field, you'll find a lot of people playing 3-4 or 4-3 or 4-6, as opposed to playing bigger sets where they're getting ran on because you got 2 tight ends on the field. But anyway, what I would do is I would slant square, I would drag X. That would be what I would do. You can block the running back if you want, or you could send him on a wheel. You could do a couple of different variations for him. Now, depending on the cornerback that's on the circle route is dependent on whether or not that'll get open. That's Stephon Gilmore, so unfortunately he's just not, he's going to lock up Alshon Jeffrey. But it doesn't really matter. We can go outside right here. and you see that can end up being a big game. Sometimes it can be a touchdown, or we can go with this square route, and I'll show you how crazy it gets. So we motion that player, and then we snap the ball, and look how wide open he is. And the running back stole the pass from him. But you can see it right there. So let's go ahead and replay it real quick. Like, motioning in this game it creates a lot of mismatch situations where coverages get blown. And you can see, like, right there when we go ahead and man up, he comes up, and look how much space is created. It's just a ridiculous amount of space. I could have waited it out, and he would have been wide open going over on the right side of the field. But you see where I threw it. I didn't anticipate the running back actually stepping up and catching the pass. But it's pretty crazy. But then also, and this just is because it's the end of the video, and I'm going to just give y'all a little bit of game. So I am going to break this play down later on. But in this formation, you got 4 verticals. So you can see that square route right there, right? That square route is ridiculous. Again, you see it. We are going to be able to just beat them up the sideline. If they man press us at any moment, I can bomb. So that means if they were to run like that blitz, run a blitz on me, and you know how everybody's talking about how you can get so much pressure with the blitz and blah, 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 blah. I can basically just run this like this. Now I got 3 players blocking. I could shift to the left, right? So now I got the tight ends on the right blocking for me. I'm shifting to the left, so my my running back, and then my line's going to the left side of the field to pick up for me, and then I can just motion and snap this player. I'm perfectly covered. And now problem solved. Do not fucking blitz me like that. And because I'm able to motion that player and get different things done in the short passing game, which will incorporate into our scheme, they don't necessarily know whether or not I'm trying to run a 4 verticals play. And they may either try to play back, or they may try to play short on me, and then I can just go up the sideline. So that's a whole nother thing we'll talk about in a different video. But I could break down this play even more, but take it into the lab, man. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. So like and comment, sub, all of that shit right there. I forgot to end into the outro, but as always, respect the OGs. Peace.